Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We were homesick most of the week last week, so
I did not feel like doing the dishes, taking the trash out, any of the things, doing laundry. Um, my poor kiddo, I'm so lucky, by the way. This is my mess, also, FYI. But my poor kiddo hardly ever, ever, ever gets sick. Like, we are so fortunate that we never get sick. But this past week was a real doozy. And now, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, um, but I now am trying to fight off a cold, and I am really, really hoping that I can do it, that the powers of echinacea and zinc will be on my side because we're supposed to be flying out to California in a few days. And I do not want to have a fever or bring an illness on the plane or to my family. So, fingers crossed, guys. Please hold me in your good thoughts and prayers um, that I don't get super sick. Oh, by the way, sorry, the basement is just a tease. I'm not going to get to it in today's cleanup. I just wanted to show you how we're doing with the basement. um, it's basementing. It's not the best, and like the shoe graveyard is always a challenge. But I don't know. We're trying our best. And there's my super handsome husband and the dogs and the kid and everybody. I filmed this, I think, on a Sunday. Yeah, because Saturday I still didn't. I don't know. We were busy on Saturday. But anyway, so the basement, we didn't get to it. My apologies. I know that's everyone's favorite room to judge me on, but we didn't get to it because this, again, I had been homesick with the kiddo the whole week, and she was playing during, like, here's the other thing with sick kids, man. So during the daytime, she's fantastic, right? Fantastic. She does great. She's happy, not really coughing, no issues. So she gets all of her toys out. We play with the toys. We do art projects. We play with Play-Doh, like watch movies. Everything's fantastic, right? That's why the living room, which you're going to see in a little bit, is a complete mess. But at nighttime, man, she was really struggling because as soon as she would lay down, all of that like mucus and stuff would get caught up and she couldn't breathe. And ugh, it was not fun. Not a fun week. Nobody slept for the first like 3 or 4 nights. And she was literally coughing directly into my mouth. We were sharing a water bottle, and she was like, would literally be hacking onto the straw before she would take a sip. That only happened the first day because after that I was like, I need her to have her own cup, and so we got her own water cup for overnight. Because in a pinch she was just using mine, because what kind of a mother would I be if she's like coughing and struggling and then I'm like, no, you can't have my water. So anyway, being a mom has really tested my germaphobia. um for as like cluttered as I am actually kind of like afraid of germs and like, like, I don't want to say dirt, but like, yeah, like sickness, germs, um, salmonella, like that kind of stuff freaks me out. So when it comes to cooking and food prep, I'm very good about like washing my hands, making sure the cooking and like the prep area is clean, and sanitized before and after. And then as far as like germs and being sick, I've worked in healthcare for a very long time. So I'm always washing my hands, um, and trying to make sure that, I'm not sharing drinks or food with people. Potlucks are super not appealing to me because you just never know what has happened with the food before you arrived in the space. And so, anyway, long story short, uh, the sickness, we just had a rough week with the sickness. She had a fever for a couple days, and I was doing pretty well. Like, I was very surprised that I wasn't starting to feel any symptoms. But now today, which is like a week after my daughter was starting to feel sick, now I can feel it. I can feel it in my sinuses, in my nose. I in the afternoons I've been sneezing like crazy. So I don't know. I've just been trying to keep up with my vitamin C. I've been trying to keep up with the echinacea, with the zinc, staying hydrated, trying to eat healthy foods, and just crossing my fingers because I do not want to get super, super sick. Like, I'm okay with a little sniffle. I'm all right. I get it. I'm not Superwoman, right? That would be crazy if I just didn't get sick at all after spending so much time with a little sick kid. But I don't know. We've got 3 more days to get through before we get on an airplane. And I'm just kind of like, ugh, I hope we make it. I hope we make it. Cause I was looking at what it would cost to switch our flights to another week, or even just to push it back a few days. Cause my schedule's already clear for next week. And so I'm like, well, what if we mess around with a couple days here and there? No, it's an extra, I don't know, like $500 to $900 to change the flights. So we're just gonna get through it, guys. We're gonna get through it. Tell me in the comments below, like, what is your best and or weirdest, like, thing that you do when you notice that you're starting to feel sick? Like, what do you do that helps? I am a huge Zicam fanatic. I used to use the little nasal swabs, like the little Zicam nasal swabs that you can like put in your nose. And then there was a time when those got recalled, and that made me nervous because they had like a bacteria issue. I mean, not the ones that I personally used, but just in general. And now I use the spray, the nasal spray. And then I'm also using like an echinacea supplement, and I take emergency gummies. So that's my regimen. Oh, and I drink like green juice, or like like whatever, like a healthy vitamin packed juice, like a cold pressed juice. So let me know. I don't know. Holding on for dear life. Let's talk about what's happening with the kitchen. Oh, and if you're noticing some slight movements with the camera, my daughter was using the tripod to play with her toys. Like, she had a little dinosaur stuffed animal that she was playing with on the tripod. So, we were letting that go. I was like, okay, if she's happy, she's happy. We'll let her do that. Oh, and I'm cleaning. Okay, let's talk about what I'm cleaning, because this is technically a cleaning video, a reset video. I'm cleaning the top of our crock pot. So this is my weekly mention of the Beehive crock pot meals. I'm still a fan. I still have not had any of the meals that I did not like. So if you are looking for quick and easy ways to keep your family fed, Beehive meals. They send you 10 crock pot meals frozen every month if you want, or you can just order it once and try it and see if you like it. But if you order through the link in my description, you will get $10 off, and I will get $10 off, and then we will all be like Beehive meal besties, and we can talk about it in the comments. So check it out. Or not, I get it. Times are tough these days. Like, not everyone can afford random things to try like that. But I know for me, on the days when like Amari has basketball practice in the evening and we're rushing around and there's not a lot of time to prepare something before he has to leave for practice, I just stick a meal in the crock pot in the morning, and I leave and I come home and we have a meal. So that is that. What else? Why does the countertop get so cluttered? I don't know, because I'm just a cluttered person. I'm going to see I'm going to see when I visit my parents this week or this next week if they will let me film anything in their house, because my dad and I are very similar people. Not in every way, but in many ways. And in terms of kitchen clutter, we are very similar. So they may have things like kind of cleaned up when I get there because, I mean, most people do, right? When someone's coming to stay. But I promise you, by the time like we get through a few days together, I guarantee you things will be a little cluttered. So I will, maybe they'll let me film if they're not too private or embarrassed. There's nothing to be, I mean, I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of. Like, we're human beings. We live. Oh, those onions were growing new shoots. Um, I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed of. Like, this is real life for many, many people. Not everyone. Obviously, there are some people who are just naturally, I don't know, inclined to clean as they go, tidy as they go. Hashtag TM. I don't know. But I'm not that person. My parents are not those people. My mom is better at it. But my dad, not so much. Me, not so much. My son, not so much. So I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see what happens when I'm gone. Um, I don't know if I'm going to have time to tidy up again before we leave because I'm pretty packed this week with my work schedule. Like, today's Wednesday that I'm recording the voiceover. So I have clients today. I have clients all day on Thursday. And then in the evening on Thursday, I have a school meeting we have to go to for my son's school. And then Friday, I'm also working. And then we leave early on Saturday morning. So I don't know that I'm going to have a chance to do like another tidy up before we leave on the trip, especially if I'm not feeling well. And I still have to pack and like get everything together. So it'll be very interesting to see what I come home to, because I dare say that my daughter and I are, but me mostly, we are like 80% of the problem when it comes to the clutter in the kitchen and the living room. Um, so I think we're gonna come home and it'll be nicer than when I left it, which I know a lot of moms probably couldn't say. But my husband is like a much tidier person than I am and a more organized person for sure. So I'm sure living with me probably drives him absolutely nuts. Here I am cleaning our other kitchen. I mean, we have a whole other kitchen to tidy up. um, it is not organized. I'm just shoving things in wherever they go, but that's okay. And then this is what Amelia's been doing for the whole time that she's been homesick. She has this climbing apparatus that's she calls it her treehouse. And so we've got some pillows in there. Um, we had her blankets and sheets over the top of that thing to make it like a little clubhouse, an enclosed space. And she was really enjoying that. But you know, we're gonna clean it all up. And then she got that really cool Thomas the Tank Engine train set for Christmas. That's actually two train sets kind of connected together. Um, the living room is really just one giant play space. she she doesn't, honestly, it's kind of sad. She doesn't use it as much as I wish she would, like on the weekdays. It's partly my fault because I let her use the iPad. And so a lot of the time, rather than coming in and like playing with toys and stuff, um, she prefers to sit next to me at the dining table and like I'll do some work or I'll be tidying up or whatever, or scrolling my phone. Who are we kidding? Uh, and so she would rather sit next to me while I do whatever I'm doing than go in the living room and play by herself. So I don't know. But this past week that we've been home together and we've had all this extra time, like we have been playing in here more. And then that's my little Finch bird. I haven't mentioned the Finch app in a long time. But I really like it. don't use it the way it's intended. It's supposed to be like a nice to-do list, like a way to keep yourself motivated to do the stuff that you don't really want to do. Like you get points for doing everyday tasks like cleaning or doing dishes or working out or, brushing your teeth, whatever. Um, I don't necessarily use it for motivation anymore, but I do still check things off my list every day. And it is a good reminder because, like, I'm doing a glow up challenge this year, and um, there, like, we add a new thing every week, and so I do put the new challenges on my Finch app. Oh, this was hilarious. I had just cleaned everything in the living room, and then I go downstairs and I come up and like Amelia's putting more stuff in the living room. Like it's like it's a never-ending cycle. Ay, ay, ay. But anyway, the Finch app, it's kind of fun. Not sponsored. I just like to share with you like things that I'm using that are mildly helpful to me. And it's fun. I will put a link just so that you can like be my friend on the app if you want to. I know like Pam, who is a subscriber, like she is on there and I'm friends with her. There might be a couple of others of you that I'm friends with on Finch. So if you want to be my bird friend on Finch, like I'll put the link in the description. What else I was going to talk about scrolling the phone, and you're just going to watch me put laundry away. So that's exciting. Uh, that's it. But the scrolling the phone. Okay, guys, I have an addiction. I don't know about you. I have an addiction problem. I am in Frugal February. Technically, I'm not doing horrible with Frugal February, but I'm not doing the best either. I'd say I'd give myself like a C plus, well, maybe like a B. Okay, I'll give myself a B with Frugal February. Like I've bought a few things that I said I wouldn't. But one of those things is a device called Brick. And it is an external device that you can set up with your phone to lock your phone or to lock yourself out of like certain apps, or to only allow yourself access to certain apps, kind of depending on how you want to look at it. And then you have to like tap your phone against the actual device to lock it. And then you're supposed to put the Brick thing like somewhere else while you're working or spending time with your family. And then in order to unlock your phone, you have to go and tap it against the Brick again. I bought it last week. It arrived last week, and I still have not used it because I am such a little addict. And I'm like, I know that this would be good for me. Like, I know that putting the phone away would be good for me. It'll be good for my mental health. It'll be good for my marriage. It'll be good for my relationship with my kids. It'll be good for my focus and like finishing my actual work. But I am just so resistant, even though I bought the stupid thing. So tell me if you have tried any of these like screen time limiting apps or products, and if you've liked them, if they've helped you. I need to start. I need to just do it. Maybe I'll try it today. Tell me in the comments below what you have done, if you've tried one, if you are interested in trying one. I'm going to try it today for a little bit and see how it goes. And I am going to ease myself into it because I really am so sad when I think about like what my kids must think when they look at me. Do you know what I mean? And my husband too. And I'm just like staring at my phone. So anyway, that went by really fast. Thank you for cleaning with me. Thank you for doing my weekend reset with me. Thank you for listening. I love you so much. Please give me all of the advice and feedback that I asked you to in the comments, and I will see you in the next video, which will probably be in California. All right. Love you. Bye.